Can you talk to us about the difficulty of finding the couple and baby Victoria? People watching tonight will remember the days and weeks that passed since that initial announcement there was a nationwide manhunt. They were difficult to find.
They were very skilled in what they did, you know, and actually were putting tactics together that we would expect some of the highest criminals to do, you know, in organised crime. We know that obviously, and as reported and we spoke about at the time, you know, they had a substantial amount of cash that they'd taken out and had with them. We saw that in the taxi journeys that they took, you know, £400, £500, £600 at a time. But as well, you know, they lived off grid. You know, there was no mobile phone usage. There was no booking of hotels or Airbnbs. They lived by the cash that they had, and ultimately only came to the surface, really, for the public to see them when that cash had run out.
The health and condition of the baby during the time that they were on the run, we know so little about her. Not even her birthday, not even how she died.
We've always had to take the account to a degree of what Constance and Mark has given us, even though we differ in our positions of when baby Victoria was born. I think what was clear, hopefully, in when we discussed and we were doing the appeals, that actually it was baby Victoria at the heart of this. You know, we never referred to this as a hunt for Constance and Mark. It was always about welfare and the welfare of baby Victoria, whose name we only came to, obviously, after we'd arrested them.
What was it like for your team to look for baby Victoria, knowing the inevitability of what they would find? Because I know you're all professionals, but that would have been extremely difficult. Nobody would want to be in that position. Can you just talk me through how this has affected your team as people, not police officers? I'd
be wrong in saying that sometimes we don't get personally attached, because we do. We still remain that professionalism as we go through. But, you know, as I said, you know, I'm a father. It affected me to a degree, partly because you didn't, although you have to account for the possibility that baby Victoria wasn't with us. You know, I think we'd all worked so hard under the mindset that she was, and that we would find her, we would safeguard her, and ultimately that would be the best outcome, irrespective of mum and dad. You know, we would find baby Victoria, and hopefully she would have, you know, a happy, healthy life with whoever or wherever she ended up. It wasn't the case in this time, and I think, you know, that certainly at the time, you know, it took a few weeks and months to get your head around that. What shocked you most during this investigation? Because some of the details that have come up from the trial have been horrific, not least the circumstances with which you found baby Victoria in a shopping bag under rubbish. We know that the baby had passed for some time and the couple were taking her out. They went to Brighton for the day with baby Victoria, with a dead baby. What has shocked you most? Because so much of it is jaw-dropping. And I think it goes back to, you know, that Constance and Mark both, you know, attest to the fact that they were doing the best for her. But even in her passing, that she was degraded by the way that she was left, you know, in a bag, not wrapped, but covered in nappies, dirty bottles, cans. There was no human side to them in that, and so I will never personally correlate to the fact that, you know, they did have that love and care, because that love and care should have been endless even after her passing.